We did a little bit of trigonometric identities. We saw some results, right? We proved a lot of identities, right? Last class. So we saw sin A plus B, cos A plus minus B, sin A plus minus B, cos A plus minus B. We also saw multiple angles. We saw half angles. Tan 3A, sin 3A, cos 3A. Then we saw these formulas, sin C plus minus sin D. How can you express it as a product? And cos C plus minus cos D. How can you express it as a product? What else did we see? We saw some tricky formulas like sin A plus B into sin A minus B and so on. We also saw sin theta, sin 60 minus theta, sin 60 plus theta is equal to 1 by 4 sin 3 theta, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, for cos, also the same result is valid, 1 by 4 cos 3 theta. These are some of the things that we saw last class. If we are missing out on something, just go back to the notes. Otherwise, what we'll continue today is we'll do a lot of problems and we'll finish this chapter. And more or less your basic trigonometry. Did we see trigonometric equations? We didn't see that, no? We didn't see trigonometric equations, right? Yeah, I don't think so. So, okay. So we'll probably do trigonometric equations also today. But before that, I want to check. Are you guys familiar with all these formulas and how it comes, right? Every derivation should be clear, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys more or less okay with it? Derivations, formula, how it comes, all of these, right?
Yeah.
If you have any doubts, you should ask me.
Yeah.
Any problems here? If there are any problems, you should clarify it right away. Okay, so let's just look at a few questions which will help us revise all of the stuff that we learned last class. The first one is, if sin 2a is equal to lambda times sin 2b, lambda times sin 2b, then prove that tan a plus b by tan a minus b is equal to lambda plus 1 by lambda minus 1. This is the question. Think about how you would go about doing this. By the way, what is happening in your Allen classes right now in maths?
Oh, modulus.
Modulus. Okay, so they are still at basic mathematics, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys getting all of the basic mathematics stuff and all?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy, right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bhavesh, what is happening for you? You are also going to Allen, right?
Yeah. So same thing.
Same thing. Okay. You are going to the Allen Marathali branch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is your teacher, maths teacher? That
They're
funny
like
sir.
no. People say he's a physics teacher.
Oh, okay. Who is your maths teacher?
I don't know. I didn't
Okay.
attend the online doubt classes because I was a little behind in the lectures.
Okay. And for Nikhil and Rishi, who are your teachers right now? Maths?
For maths, I mean, they're not from our branch, so.
Oh, okay. There's someone else who is teaching, not from the HSR branch.
Yeah, not from HSR. Only from HSR, I think only.
HSR only, I think. What? Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Let's continue. That is a slight distraction. So right now we are a few weeks ahead of the Allen class, and we want to stay ahead, and we want to, I mean, actually, we want to go far ahead of the Allen class. We want to do trigonometry. I want to finish by, say, right now it's May 4th, say 20th of May, maybe 21st of May, or 2 weeks from now, I want to finish trigonometry. So that will include trigonometric equations plus properties of triangles. So that will include 2 more chapters after this. So I want you guys to accelerate the pace at which you are doing it and get familiar with. Have I shared the sheets for this trigonometric ratios and all with you? Right.
Yeah.
I've shared, I think,
Yeah.
some exercise 1 and all from motion
Yeah.
or something. Right? So you guys should try that out and uh, solve more and more problems right now, because we want to like practice this and get all of our formulas and everything sorted in our head right now. The more questions you do, the better it will feel. So, and come back to me with doubts, ask questions. Like, you can pester me if you want, but make sure that you're doing enough trigonometry and finishing it off. The faster we do it, the faster we move on to other topics and get ahead of our peers. Okay. So this question, if you are struggling right now, how do you prove it? You start off by knowing what you have to prove. Okay. So here, see, this is A and B, and the angles and the ratios are on one side and lambda is on the other side. So that gives us a hint that something like this must be done.
Yeah.
Right? Lambda by 1. Something like this must be done so that lambda is on one side and this is on one side. And then obviously this looks like a componendo and dividendo thing, no? If
Yeah.
A by B is equal to C by D, have you heard of componendo and dividendo?
Yeah.
Then this is equal to this, C minus D, right? So, so then sin 2A by sin 2B is lambda by 1. So sin 2A plus sin 2B by sin 2A minus sin 2B is equal to lambda plus 1 by lambda minus 1. Now all you have to do is to prove that the left hand side is equal to tan A plus B by tan A minus B, which comes easily because you have the formula for sin C plus sin D. Sin C plus sin D is 2 sin C plus D by 2, becomes 2 sin A plus B cos C minus D by 2, cos A minus B by sin C minus sin D becomes 2 sin C minus D by 2 cos C plus D by 2. So this is A plus B. So this becomes a tan and this becomes a tan. It becomes tan A plus B by tan A minus B. Right?
Yeah.
Correct. So it's an easy question only. It's just about, as soon as you see a ratio, you should think of componendo and dividendo and think of what happens. These formulas are going to be useful like all the time. These formulas are going to be used. Okay. So you must get familiar with all of those formulas. Now let's move on. Okay. For example, one question: prove that, or find the value of instead sine 12 degrees, uh, sine 12, sine 48 degrees, and sine 54 degrees. Sine 48 degree and sine 54 degree. Find the value of this. That is the next question. So here we have a product of three signs, right? So now you might need to use some product to sum transformation. Product to sum. See, right now so far we have seen sum to product, no? We have seen sin C plus minus sin D turning into a product of two signs, right?
Yeah.
So the opposite can also be done. The opposite by that I mean if you have a product of two signs, two sin A sin B, right? That can be turned into a sum or difference, no?
Yeah.
Have I discussed this formula last class? This 2 sin A sin B and 2 sin A cos B and so on? 2 cos A cos B, these formulas, these three. Just look back to your notes and see if we have done this formula before.
Yeah. 2 sinus and
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It is there, no?
cos A.
Because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's obvious because you can think of say 2 sin A sin B as coming from some cos A minus B minus cos A plus B, right? If you just do
Yeah.
the expansion of this has cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, and the other one has
Yeah.
cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So when you subtract it, it becomes a plus sin A sin B, right?
Yeah.
So it is obvious formula. So similarly, 2 sin A cos B can be thought of as sin A plus B plus sin A plus B plus sin A minus B, right?
Yeah.
So one of the terms will cancel. Similarly, 2 cos A cos B can be thought of as cos A plus B plus cos A minus B, right? So here, which two angles should you group together in this? These are product of three signs, so two of them you can group together. So which is a good candidate to group together?
12 and 48.
12 and 48 is a good candidate because it gives us a nice 60-degree angle, right? You will not likely group 12 and 54. That will not be nice. Or 48 and 54, right? That will be horrible. So do grouping of 12 and 48. So now we have sin A sin B and we need a 2 here. So I'll just multiply a half and say it is 2 sin 12 sin 48 and then sin 54, right? So this becomes half. What is 2 sin A sin B? Cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So cos 12 minus 48 is minus 36, but cos of minus 36 is same as cos 36 minus cos of 60 into sine of 54, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
clear. So this becomes half of cos 36 minus half of sine 54, right? Correct? Correct, no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
oh, I have made a mistake. Sine of 54, if you put inside, then you also have to multiply by sine 54 here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So this becomes half cos 36 sine 54 plus 1 by 4 sine 54, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So now we have a sine and a cos, right? They multiplied together, right? So sine and a cos comes here, right? We can again make it into some or difference, na? So this
Yeah.
can be written as 1 by 4 into 2 sine 54 cos 36 plus 1 by 4 into sine 54, right? And I will use now the second transformation, right? So 2 sin A cos B is sin A plus B plus cos A minus B. So that becomes sin A plus B. What is 54 plus 36? It is 90, right? Plus
Yeah.
sin A minus B. Sin A minus B is 54 minus 36 is 18, right? Plus 1 by 4 sin 54, right? So sin 90 is 1. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 common, and it is sin 18 plus sin 54, right? Correct.
Yeah.
This is what we are getting. 1 by 4 sin 18 plus sin 54 And okay, so sine plus sine. Okay, so sine 18 plus 54, how will we simplify? Wait, I feel like I have made a mistake somewhere. Some sign mistake or something. Wait, is it a minus? No, sine 54. This is minus, no? Yeah, yeah. See here, there's a minus sign, no?
Yeah.
So this should be minus 1 by 4 sine 54, no? Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So minus. So this is minus sine 54. This is minus sine 54. This is minus sine 54, right? So then what will you do next? So we can convert it into sine C minus sine D formula,
Yeah.
right? So it becomes 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Sine C minus sine D is 2 sine C minus D by 2, 18 minus 54 by 2. So 36 by 2.
Hmm.
So 2 sine minus 18, right? And cos C plus D by
Yeah.
2, right? Cos C plus D by 2 is 54 plus 18, 72 by 2. So cos 36,
Yeah.
correct? So, okay. So, so this becomes 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 sine 18 degree and cos 36 degree, right? Correct. This is what we have, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So how will we get a value for this? Uh, the good thing about this is 18 and 36 are related. There is one 36 degree and one 18 degree. So
Yeah.
something could happen here. So
Hmm.
instead of sine 18, if I had cos 18 also here, and I mean, if I can make sine 36, I can see some things happening. So what I will do is multiply and divide by cos 18, because that will make the sine 18 into cos 18 will become a sine 36, right? You understand? If I do my
Yeah.
cos 18 and cos 18 up and down, this becomes a sine 36, no? This becomes half sine 36, this part, right?
Yeah.
So what I end up getting is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 sine 36 cos 36 by cos 18, right? Now this becomes a half sine 72, no? This becomes a sine 72 by cos 18. Sine 36 and cos 36 is half sine 72. That is clear to everyone, because sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta, right?
Yeah.
So now you see that sine 72 by cos 18 is 1, right? Because sine and cos are complementary.
Yeah.
Cos 18 is equal to sine 72. This ratio becomes 1, and you get 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8, which is equal to 1 by 8. Okay. So eventually all of it worked out nicely and you got 1 by 8. The ideas that were used in this question are just repeated applications of either this or these, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
get familiar with this so that you can also do this. Like, it was not something very clever or anything. It was just obvious stuff that I did at each step. Obvious steps you follow, and at the end you get this. Here, to simplify, we did this trick where, because we saw 18 and 36, I multiplied and divided by cos 18 and cos 18 to make it sine 36. So that is a standard technique. You multiply and divide by something to make it match. Okay. Or you could also try and find out the values of 36 degree and 18 degree. It is not very hard to find the values of sine 18 and cos 36, right?
Yeah.
I think we saw that last class. 36 is equal to theta and 5 theta is equal to pi. Then 2 theta plus 3 theta is equal to pi. Take sine on both sides. First bring it this side. So 3 theta is equal to pi minus 2 theta. Take sine on both sides. Sine 3 theta is equal to sine 180 minus 2 theta. So it becomes sine 2 theta. Now you use the formula 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta. Use the formula, cancel the sign, becomes 3 minus 4 sine square theta is equal to 2 cos theta. Convert to a cos ratio, 3 minus 4 plus 4 cos square theta. So 4 cos square theta minus 2 cos theta minus 1 is our equation, right?
Yeah.
This is the equation for cos theta, where theta is equal to 36. So I'll get cos 36 here. This is a quadratic equation. Roots are cos 36. It will take only the positive root. Similarly, exactly same thing you can do. 18 degree is equal to theta, then 5 theta is equal to pi by 2. And exactly same thing. So 3 theta is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta. And everything is the same, but the equation will be in sine, right? You do the same thing, you'll get sine 18 degree, right? So you can actually find the values also of 36 and 18. They are not so bad angles. Okay. So I hope that is clear. This step, how to find the values, is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we will look at some more things that, if I don't know if you are familiar with it or not. So how would you go about finding, say, sine A plus B plus C? If I ask you what is sine A plus B plus C formula, so can you find that?
Take A plus B as some D.
Correct.
Then,
Correct. So take it as one thing, and you can just write it like this: sine A plus B cos C plus cos A plus B sine C, right?
yeah.
And then expand this and expand this, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So it will be a long formula. You don't need to memorize it. You just need to know that you can do it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is familiar with this, no? Now what to do here, right?
Yeah.
Just expand
Yeah.
it, right? So similarly, tan A plus B plus C can also be done like that. But for tan, we'll see a special trick, okay? For tan, it is easy to say the answer directly, okay? So, I mean, I don't want to do the derivation. I just need to know the answer, right? For tan, the answer is this: S1 minus S3 plus S5 minus S7 and so on by 1 minus S2 plus S4 minus S6 and so on. So, what is all this S1 and all? So, S1 is sum of all tans taken one at a time. Taken one at a time. S3 will be sum of all tans taken 3 at a time. S2 will be 2 at a time, and so on, right? You understand the meaning of the word, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now let's just do it here. Tan A plus B plus C plus D plus E, suppose you have, right? 5 angles, right? Now I will be able to write the answer directly, because I will say S1 minus S3 plus S5 by 1 minus S2 plus S4. Okay. So now what is S1? It is sum of all 5 tans. All the 5 angles, all the tans taken one at a time. So it will be tan A plus tan B plus tan C plus tan D plus tan E. Okay, taken one at a time, right?
Yeah.
If you have to get S3, you have to take 3 at a time. So 5 angles are there, and if you take 3 at a time, the number of terms will be 5C3.
Yeah.
Right? The number of terms. You can choose ABC, ABD, ABE, then BCD, BCE, BC. Okay, that's it. Then CD, E, and that's it, I think. Right? 5C3 is 5 factorial by 3 factorial and 2 factorial. This becomes 5 into 4 by 2. So around 10 factors should come.
Yeah.
So 10 terms should come. So summation of all those terms, but you have to subtract them. Tan A, tan B, tan C. all 10 terms like that. You can convince yourself that you will get 10. Just check it out, you will get 10. So A, B, C, A, B, D, A, B, E, 3. Then B, C, D, B, C, E, 2. Then C, B, C, A. That is already covered. So 5 are done so far. And then C, D, E, and C, D. Okay, 6. Why are we getting so few, dude? 6 only we are getting. 5 factorial by 4 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 5 into 4. I feel like I'm missing some terms too. 5 into 4
So
into
you
3
didn't take A, C, E, and all.
Oh, huh. A, B, C. Oh, huh. I don't take those, no? So I did
Yeah.
A, B, C, A, B, D, and A. Oh,
A,
huh.
B, D.
I missed out on those.
Then A, C, D.
A, C, D, and all. Okay. Just
Yeah.
list it out. I think 10 will come. Okay. So the summation, this S1 is sum of all tan A, the 5 terms here, minus 10 terms here, 3 at a time, tan A, tan B, tan C, tan C. Then plus how many terms taken 5 at a time? Only one, no?
Yeah.
How many terms are there if you take all 5 angles? Just one term, right?
Yeah.
Tan A, tan B, tan C, tan D, tan E, right? Tan A, tan B, tan C, tan D, tan E. Just one term. Then divided by 1 minus sum of all the terms taken 2 at a time. 5C3 is 10, then 5C2 will also be 10. So again 10 terms and taken 2 at a time, tan A, tan B, and so on, plus taken 4 at a time. There will be 5 terms taken 4 at a time, tan A, tan B, tan C, tan D. So this is the general way the formula is. This is there in SL Loni, you can check it out, and so on. This can continue. If you have more angles, you can continue and keep writing. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are alternating signs. So for example, let's just do the formula for the 3 angle case. 3 angle case will be S1 minus S3 by 1 minus S2. So S1 is angles taken 1 at a time, sum of all the angles. So it is tan A plus tan B plus tan C. S3 is angles taken 3 at a time, so it will just be one term minus tan A, tan B, tan C, because there are only 3 angles.
Yeah.
By 1 minus S2 will be 3 terms taken 2 at a time. 1 minus tan A, tan B, minus tan B, tan C, minus tan C, tan A. This is the formula for tan A, tan B, tan C. Now you can verify this using your normal method by doing tan of A plus B plus tan C, right?
Yeah.
So that verification you can do yourself, but remember this pattern. It's a nice trick. S1 minus S3 plus S5 by 1 minus S2 plus S4. Okay. So, okay. So now what we come to is all these results are there in either SL Loni or in the sheets that I'll share with you. So don't worry about the results. Now we come to some trigonometric identities that we want to prove, conditional identities. Okay. So, okay. So if A plus B plus C is equal to pi, I want you to prove 1, tan A plus tan B plus tan C is equal to tan A, tan B, tan C. I think we saw that also last class.
Yeah, we did this.
Then the second one is cot B, cot A, cot B, cot A, cot B plus cot B, cot C plus cot C, cot A is equal to 1. Third one is okay, tan A by 2, tan B by 2. Okay, summation of tan A by 2, tan B by 2 is equal to 1. Fourth one is, when I mean summation, I mean all three such terms, right?
Yeah.
Fourth one is sine 2a plus sine 2b plus sine 2c is equal to 4 sine a sine b sine c. Then fifth one is cos 2a plus cos 2b plus cos 2c plus cos 2b plus cos 2c. So minus 1 minus 4 cos a cos b cos c. Okay, cos b cos c. Fifth one sin a plus sin b plus sin c. Sin a plus sin b plus sin c. 4 cos a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2. Last one is cos a plus cos b plus cos c is equal to 1 plus 4 sin a by 2 sin b by 2 plus sin c by 2 sin c by 2. These 7 identities I want you guys to prove and be convinced that this happens when a plus b plus c is 180. Okay. Just try it for a few moments. Like you have like 4 or 5 minutes. Just try it for 4 or 5 minutes. Okay. And let me know how many you can get. Okay. Try to prove this. I'll be back in 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, are you guys getting things here?
First one.
First one is obvious.
Like we did that.
Yeah.
A plus b is pi minus c, and then just take tan on both sides, and you will get it, right? Second one is also obvious because first one you have gotten, right? So divide by tan A, tan B, tan C on both sides. So what comes here? 1 by tan B, tan C, no?
Yeah.
Plus 1 by tan A, tan C. So that is cot A, cot B plus cot B, cot C is equal to 1. Correct?
Yeah.
Second one just directly follows from first one, no? Because if you divide by tan A, tan B, tan C, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Third one, think of a by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2 is equal to 90, right? So, correct, this is there. So, if you just take tan of a by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2, we know how to expand tan of three angles, right? We know that it will be s1 minus s3 by 1 minus s2, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other side will be tan 90, right?
Yeah.
The other side is tan 90. Tan 90 is infinity, no?
Yeah.
Tan 90 is infinity, so denominator must be 0. Correct? For that fraction, denominator must be 0, no? 1 is equal to S2. S2 is what? Summation of tan A by 2, tan B by 2, right?
Yeah.
Taken 2 at a time. If you sum the angles taken 2 at a time, tan A by 2, tan B by 2 will be S2. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll continue this in the next call, like same link, okay? Don't
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same
Okay.
link. We'll just stop this, it's going to get over soon.